Okay, I have a 2004 Buick LeSabre, and I just wanted to talk about a clunking noise that we were having with this car. Every time you would apply the brakes, you would get a clunk sound. And we had fixed a lot of stuff on this car, trying to track this down. Just to go over some of the things that we did, we had replaced the rear brakes and rotors, and they were really bad. Everything that we did was really bad. We had went ahead and replaced the front brakes, and the rotors were resurfaced on there. Also had a motor mount right up here in the front that was broken, and we replaced that as well. Now, even after replacing all those things, I mean, they were bad and they needed it, still no luck. We were still getting this clunking noise. Couldn't see it, couldn't determine exactly where it was coming from. Thought it was coming from the drivers, and it turned out that it was coming from the passenger side. So I'm going to show you, if you're getting a clunking noise and you can't determine what it is or where it's coming from. Like I said, I've got a lot of this off because I'm doing some other work to it, but right here is your control arm, and it just runs underneath here onto has your ball joint connected in this part right here, but it was right up here in the front. Now, it's just a temporary fix, is what the customer had done to it, and they'd put some rubber epoxy in here to just kind of hold it up for now. But this bushing in here, you have to replace this whole control arm here in order to fix it the right way. But he had got some rubber epoxy from the parts store and dabbed it up in here real good, and it actually knocked out the noise immediately. But it took a couple of people looking at this thing. You'd put on the brakes and you couldn't really tell where it was coming from, but we finally noticed that this up here was moving a little bit, and what it would do was, when you'd put on the brakes, that bushing was all rotted out and ate up, and it would just hit against the front of this. It was just sitting there rocking and making a knocking sound back and forth. So I'd done a lot of Googling, trying to figure out myself, and this is popping up as a common problem on a lot of these cars, where people was driving them nuts. They couldn't figure out where it was coming from. So this is where the culprit was, right there, over here on the passenger side. So if you're having that kind of issue and that noise, take a look or have somebody watch, while you carefully drive it slow and apply the brakes, and watch that control arm, because that could very well be the problem that you're having. So like I said, I couldn't find any info on this, and it was just one of those things that finally tracked down, but hopefully that's helpful and can help somebody else out, and thank you for watching.